Incoming breath brings those all positive energy, fill you up. And outgoing breath relaxes, release, let go. Visualize this body is a shining vehicle drawn by a pair of horses, thousands of pairs of horses, red or purple color. Thousands of times we breathe continuously. To begin this yoga practice today, let's share 3 Om together. Take a deep breath in. In your next exhalation, bow down in front of you towards the ground. Feel your physical body. Feel your spine. Feel your breath. As you inhale back to the center, reaching arms over your head, looking up. As you exhale, hands to heart. Each breath reaching up high, and each breath hands to heart. Continue that rhythm. Inhaling, reaching all the way up high, and then side stretch. One hand's down, other arms over, rotating upper shoulder, bringing more awareness, bringing more mindfulness. And then back to the center, reaching up. As you exhale, to the other side. And then other arms rotating, circling. Reaching all the way up high. And then gentle, simple forward fold. By shaking and nodding head, relax your jaws. And then back to sit up tall. Next step, inhaling, reaching arms up, engage your core. As you exhale, one by one, both hands down. And then draw a big circle in front of you. Align your spine, then rising up tall. Same way, one more time. Circling. Align, reaching up. Reverse the direction 2 rounds, same way, circling. Skillful movement, skillful action is yoga. Mindful stretch, mindful breath is yoga. Hands to heart. Inhaling, engaging belly, arms up, and then spinal twist. Seated, simple spinal twist. Back to the center, hands up high, lengthening spine, and other side twisting. Back to the center, hands up high, widely open your arms out. Feel the stretch of your collarbone and deepen that stretch by lifting heart. Let's rotate our head. Opposite direction. Let's deepen by folding forward, lower back stretch, collarbone stretch, yoga mudra. Back to the center, hands up high, and elbow closer, hands to heart. Now hands and knees. If you like to support your knees under your knees on your blanket, or feel free. Spread your fingers. Press your middle palms. Equal weight on 4. Inhaling to cow stretch, go asana. To cat stretch, Bidala asana. Couple more round. Natural posture, 4 hands on the ground. Natural movement of your spine. And natural flow of your breath. By looking towards the left, Singha Avalokan, the way the lion looks behind after every couple of steps, same way you look behind from the other side. Continue just to feel that different part of your spine, torso. And then downward facing dog pose. By pedaling, since this is our first downward dog of the class, warming up hamstrings, as if you were walking, as if you were pedaling or bicycling. Inhaling to high plank, flat your back. Exhaling to return to downward dog. Once again, high plank to downward facing dog. Rest your knees on the floor. Rest your chin and chest on the ground. Lie down totally, then upper body up gently, looking behind through the right shoulder or left, and then on the other side. Return your chin and chest to the floor, and then return to hands and knees to child pose. Child pose to downward facing dog pose. Rest your knees on the floor. Step your left foot outside of your left hand in front of you. Your knee is resting, back knee. And then left hands up high to the sky. There you go. Notice the weight of your body weight on your hands and leg, like equally. Rest your upper hands in between your hands and leg on the floor Now other arm, right arm up high to the sky. Take care of your neck. Movement is always good. And then hands down on the floor. Let's return to downward facing dog pose and paddling. Scan your body. Notice the differences from your left side and right side of the body. Rest your knees on the floor. And this time, step your right foot outside of your right hand, parallel your foot and hands. Now right arm up high to the sky. Feel the floor. And then back to the ground. Now other hands, left hand up high to the sky, looking up. Looking up or down, feel free. Slowly, gently back to hands on the floor. Let's return to downward facing dog pose. Catch your breath deeply into your entire lungs filled with your breath. Inhale to high plank, flat your back. Exhaling to lower. Inhaling, rising upward facing. Exhale to downward facing dog pose. Right leg up high to the sky, lifting up over the hip, and step forward in front of you. Low lunge. You can rest your back of your knee or straight your back of your knee, and arms up high. Low lunge, lifting tall. Widely open your hands out to the floor. Rest your hands. Three-legged doggy. Right leg over your hip towards the ceiling. And then back to paddling downward facing dog. For the core, high plank, not only core, entire spine actually, or your arms also, for your legs and limbs both, meeting in downward facing dog. Chaturanga is wonderful posture, wonderful sequence. Left leg this time up in the air towards the ceiling, lifting up. And step forward in front of you, in between your hands. Pressing your hands. Ready? Straight your knee, back up your knee if you like. Low lunge or high lunge. Let the body lead you. Let the modification meet. And then let's return to downward facing three-legged, left leg up high, and downward facing dog, paddle. Sastanga Dandavat Pranam, rest your knees, chin and chest, not the belly. Keep the belly off the ground, and upward facing dog, belly is off the ground. And hands and knees to downward facing dog pose. Stretch the hamstring. Walk your feet towards your hands, step by step. In between your hands, feet folding. Standing forward, fold. Relax your head, maybe shaking or nodding. Relax your jaw, even roots of your tongue. Rest those arms. Sometimes shifting weight more on the back of your heel, sometimes more on your front. Inhaling halfway, look up, lift your heart. Exhaling, forward. Reverse the swan dive, arms out first and then up over your head. And look up and gentle backward bending. And hands to heart. Breathe. Sun salutation B. At the top of your mat, standing, inhaling, reaching arms up. As you exhale, bend your knee and touch the floor. Sweep your hands behind. Try to look up a little bit. And then sweep your hands through the floor, up high to the sky. Lying low or high, Utkatta chair pose. Arms a little bit out so that your neck and shoulder at ease, palms are facing each other. While you open your arms out, straight your knee, reaching up high, and then swan dive down. Inhaling halfway, look up. As you exhale, hands on the floor, walk back to find plank or hop back. Your hands are shoulder width apart. Your feet are your hip distance apart. Flat your back. Hold the posture. Keep breathing. As you exhale, lowering halfway or all the way. As you inhale, when the breath flows, you flow too. And as you inhale, down facing dog. Right leg up high to the sky, lifting. And step forward in front of you, in between. Then sweeping hands behind. Sweeping arms up. Make this movement like a dance. Flow, rhythm. One more time, sweeping through the floor. And sweeping through the floor up high. And widely open your arms out. This is our third round. Let's do third round. Sweeping back. And sweeping up. And widely open your arms out. Then hands on the floor. Returning to downward facing dog. Equal weight on 4. Catch your breath. High plank to low plank. Upward facing from there. Easily to downward facing. Pose. Wonderful stretch for the heart actually. Downward facing dog pose. Left leg up high to the sky. Lifting tall, tall, tall. And momentum, step forward in front of you. Making sure the foot is in between your hands. Now, sweeping hands back. Weight on your feet. And sweeping arms up. Lift your heart. Widely open your arms out. Let's do 2 more times. Same sequence, put it on the other side. Sweeping back. Sweeping up. Widely open. Sweeping back, sweeping up, widely open. Hands down on the floor to downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. After catching breath, go ahead, Chaturanga or Saftanga movement. Vinyasa flow. Walk your feet towards your hands step by step. At the top of your mat, standing forward fold. Inhaling halfway look up. Take care of your back. Exhaling, fold, fold. Bend your knees slightly, sweep your hands behind, sweep your arms up, chair pose. There you go. Couple of breaths here. A sense of ease in your lungs breathing. Straight your knee, gentle backward bend, and hands to heart. Swing arms side to side. Sun salutation B, we did it. Wonderful. Now let's strengthen our side body. Open your legs, yoga mat apart. And then feet are parallel. They're not out pointing or in pointing, parallel. And arms are out. Slowly, gently swing to the side. Feel the stretch of this core and hip, core, hands down. The triangle, but it's not that wide. Why? Because we're going to focus on the torso part. Upper shoulders slightly back, looking towards the fingertips. As you inhale, return, rising tall, noticing the sides of the torso and hip. Now, other side. Keep breathing in the stretch. Slowly, gently, back to the center. As you exhale, open your arms, open your heart, engage your core, chin up. And from there, slow motion swan dive in front of you. Your feet are still parallel, hands down, low. One hand's down towards the floor or on your block, and one hand's up towards the sky. Imagine your upper arm and lower arms are on top of each other. And then back to the ground. Inhale, hands on your shin or thigh, halfway look up. As you exhale, other hands on towards the ground and other arms up high, twisting. If you need to bend your knee, feel free. If you don't bend your knee, the challenging and comfortable. You have to balance them, blend the sweetness, challenge and comfort, both balancing. Slowly, gently, back down. Inhaling, halfway look up. As you exhale, toes pointing out, bend your knee, pointing out, and then sit. This is not my favorite pose, but the hip and body, the muscle need it. So you keep bringing that effort. Manduka Asana. When you build this practice longer, you can hold this posture for a long time. But your muscle will tell you all the engaging hip. In this posture, hip and core is both engaged. So finding balancing there. Let's return, hands down, standing forward, fold heel toe, closer to the center of the mat. Inhaling, halfway look up. As you exhale, fold. Bend your knees slightly and one vertebrae at a time. Roll up, stand up, arms up, palms facing out. Maybe rotating head. Opposite direction. Now, Vinyasa flow. Inhale, reaching arms up. Exhaling, swan dive, forward fold. Inhaling, looking at the sunrise, halfway look up. Exhaling, hands on the floor, left leg back for lunge. Reach your hands over your head and then open your arms out, warrior two. Engage your core, expand your heart, palms either facing up or down. Sinking a little bit low, knee is right above the ankle. Not more, less is okay, but not more. An open heart, right arm up high, looking up. Back hands can be binding on your back or resting on your thigh. Chin up for the stretch of this under neck. Slowly return to warrior two. Side angle, rest your forearms on your thigh, palms facing up, upper palms facing down, lower shoulder away from ears. Upper hands you can bind on your back or reaching over your head. Slowly, gently back to warrior two. Straight your knee, triangle pose. Three-corner asana. Looking up or looking down, either. Bend the right knee, return to warrior two, cartwheeling down to the ground, either side of the foot to downward facing dog. By pedaling, adjust the sensation on your both legs. By doing push-up, chaturanga, bring the energy equal in all parts of the body, or simply resting in child pose, or simply doing stretching, downward dog pose. Now left leg up high to the sky, lifting up, and step forward in front of you, in between your hands, and then rising up high to warrior two. Same way, knee above the ankle. Palms facing up or down, looking at the right, left hand in front of you. Open-hearted warrior, Anahata, Virabhadra. Left arm up. Right arm you can bind your back or support on your thigh. The more you bend your front knee, the arch becomes better. Come back to warrior two. Side angle. Rest your forearms, other arm stretching over. Upper hands you can bind on the back. If you need modification, feel free to find those modifications so that you can really enjoy this stretch. Come back to warrior two. Straight your knee, front knee, back knee, and triangle. Left hand down, right arm up. Bend your left knee a little bit, and then return to warrior two. Now we will come down by cartwheeling to the floor, to down facing dog pose. You are gazing at your toes and their feet are hip distance apart, and you are adjusting, paddling. Whenever you're ready, you can rest in child pose. You can do chaturanga and rest in child pose. So let's find our child pose together. In child pose, make sure your knees are open, wide as possible. And then to the floor, resting. As you inhale, slowly return back. Bring your knee closer, hands and knees, movement of the spine, arching back and forth. Return to downward facing dog pose. This time, walk your hand towards your feet at the back of your mat, sending forward, forward. Swaying arm side to side, noticing the tiredness or sensation on your shoulders, arms. Inhaling halfway, look up. As you exhale, forward. Arms up, stand up tall. Stand nice and tall. And hands to heart. Now balancing pose. Inhale, reaching arms up. As you exhale, grab your foot behind the back and other arms is up. Slowly kick your heel away from your back and then forward folding little by little. Challenging is not easy, but do your best. Sometimes bending a little bit knee is helpful, sometimes not. Find which one works for you. Find a spot somewhere which is not moving. Fix your gaze and then find your breath. Notice the stretch. Striving with the best effort. Nata Raja Asana. The Lord of the Dancer pose. Slowly release this side and shake. One pose at a time, relaxingly, gradually we'll practice. Next time, our next side, arms up high. And then hold your other foot behind. And then stretching, kicking, folding. Square your hip. Always engage your core, this kind of vigorous pose. Chin slightly up, little bit fall forward. Keep coming back if you lose the posture. That's why yoga is practice. You will fail, you will lose ground. Then you come back again. Slowly, gently return. And then shaking, releasing. Let's take care of the lower body here by rest hand on your knee and feet together and circling around. 5 rounds and we will do opposite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Opposite. Both feet are hip distance apart, cleansing breath. Bastrika pranayama. Prana means chi, energy in your body. That's what you are constantly absorbing each breath you breathe. So we will cleanse our lungs, imagine, and then release all the tension from our joints. Inhaling, reaching up, looking up, a little bit arch your back. As you exhale, bend your knee like a chair pose, and then from mouth. Inhale through your nose, looking up, from mouth. Inhale. Forcefully expelling breath. Find a rhythm. That rhythm of your knee bending and straight, rhythm of your arms up and down, rhythm of your expansion of your chest. Last one. Widely open your arms out and sway side to side. Your sensation in your body is bodily friend. Make it friendly sensation. Okay, second round, same thing. We will do a little shorter this time, just 10 times. Ready? In, engage, exhale. Last one. And widely open your arms out and sway. Your feet are hip distance apart. You're pressing well. Inhaling, reaching arms up. And then bend your knee, chair pose, hands to heart. Chair pose and hands to heart. Sinking a little low up, you can just bounce a little bit to engage the core. Now, twist into one direction, elbow to the opposite knee, and other elbow up. Fine twist. Parivritta Utkatasana. As you inhale, return. Sweeping hands behind and reaching arms up to adjust the spinal cord, hands to heart. And then other side, rest the elbow to your opposite knee or thigh and fine twist. Breathe the way you like to breathe. No judgment, just breathe. Keep breathing. Slowly, gently back. And then sweep your hands behind. Reaching arms up, straight to your knee. And gently open your arms out. Sway, arms side to side. When you are not practicing yoga regularly, sometimes you miss your practice. On those days, remember three things. Eat less. Move more. Keep breathing. Eat less. Move more. Keep breathing. Now, let's do another breathing exercise. Both hands in front of you. Shoulder width apart, not high, not low. The shoulder. And as you exhale, bring your one hand on your shoulder, other hands way behind. And you're looking at the top, or the hands. Inhale back to center. Exhaling to other side. So your hand rests on the shoulder. You can tap your collarbone if you like. And then as you inhale to the center. That's how we'll do 10 rhythm. Ready? Exhale. Inhale. If it is comfortable, do it through the nostrils. Nostrils breathing. If that's not comfortable today, you can breathe through your nostril. Try to find that twist with the rapid flow of breath, but the comfortable rhythm. When you return, your air fills. When you exhale, twist happens. So you are strengthening the core with the joints of your spinal. Last round. Slowly, gently back. Release. Next step is Kundalini awakening. Heel, toe, up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, like this. When you drop, your body shakes. So you do fast, right? And you can add your moving of your wrist and moving of your elbows and moving of your head and neck and moving of your shoulders. Look little awkward. You can bend one knee at a time. You can arms also a little bit walking style. You can find that rhythm, whatever is calling you. You can find little twisting, little turning, little twisting, but making faster. Fastest is the better, but find a rhythm. If you don't find a rhythm, nothing sounds good. When you find a rhythm of your breath, rhythm of your body movement, shaking of your wrist and knees, movement of your hip also, without any, imagine nobody's watching you, and you're by yourself, and your teacher made you to do it. And you are just doing for the sake of following discipline, disciple. Alright, slowly still your body, observation in your closed eyes. Let's find an inner thigh stretch now. Open your legs apart from each other. Opening more, more, and more. Alright, now is the time for spiral twist. We're going to add a star pose. 5-point star. 1 is head, 2, 3 hands, and 4 and 5 legs. 5-point star. We'll try to float a little bit behind. Or you can imagine you are a starfish in the ocean, bottom of the ocean of air, ocean of water, or you are a star on earth, the ocean of air, at the bottom of the ocean of air. Or right above, way up there, beyond the air, breathable air for human, star up there, 5-point star pose. Now bring your both hands in front of you and fold. Feel the stretch of your lower back, hamstrings, and open your legs a little bit outer. Spinal twist. One hand under your nose on the floor, other hands up high to the sky. Twisting. And then slowly back. Other side, other arm up high to the sky. More weight on your feet. And then both hands down on the floor. Inhale to cow stretch, lift your heart. Exhaling, fold deeper. Now each hand's respective side of your leg, holding. Prasarita Padam Dushta Uttanasana. Now slowly bring your hands on the mat, lift your heart a little bit up. And then here you can modify by one hand or both hands reaching towards the toe or twisting. But make it slow. There are many variations. You can try those variations. Or you can bend one knee a little bit at a time. Or one knee all the way bending at a time. Whatever the call is, the hip and the heart tells you what to do, how much to do, like that stretch. That's wonderful. Now bring your feet closer, 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 all the way to the center. Both feet equally pressing on the floor. Then halfway look up. As you exhale, bend your knees, sitting like a bird. Safety for your lower back now. Hands on your knee or hands out or on your block of holding, supporting, resting knee or resting heels, or maybe only one knee trying. Whatever modification comes, go for it. Slowly, gently sit down on the bottom and join your feet together. Shifting weight side to side. Inhaling, halfway look up. Exhaling, fold. Each incoming breath rising. Each outgoing breath, fold. As you inhale, rising up tall, one leg out of the mat. My mat is straight. You can see the mat is straight now. Leg is out of the mat. Inhaling, reaching arms up, facing towards the front, and then folding over towards the straight leg. Upper arms has many options. You can bind, roll, or rotate, or support. As you inhale, return, arise, and simple forward fold. As you inhale, rise up. Press your hands to the other side of the mat. Point the toe, lift your hip and heart up and arch your back. Slowly back, return. We did one side and counter stretch already. Now let's do on the other side. Other legs out as wide as possible. Other heels in the inner thigh. And then arms up high. As you exhale, stretching over. Breathing in, arise, reaching up, and then forward fold here. Breath flows in and arise. Hands on the other side of the mat, stepping, point the toe, and lift your hip and heart up. Slowly back, and then bring your legs in front of you. Finding sitting bone. We did the side body, stretch one at a time. Let's stretch the back entire, heels to scalp. Arms up high. And then fold forward. Holding wherever you reach and bending knees if you like, for the safety for your lower back. And simple, gentle stretching. Paschima, back side, back, west, behind, hind side. Both try to extend your spine while you're stretching, so that sometimes focus on the stretch more on your hamstrings, sometimes stretch more on your upper back, sometimes both. Slowly release, point your toe, and then reaching arms up high. Bring your hands out, behind, pressing, fingers pointing away from you, finger pointing behind, toe pointing in front of you. Now lift your bottom up, 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 and stretching. Upside plank. Purvottana Asana. Slowly back to the ground. Now lift your legs up high and lift your hands up high, both pose. Navasana. If the height of your head and then the height of your leg, they are equal, that's the ideal. You can bend your knee a little bit to lengthen the spine. You can straighten your legs a little bit to stretch the leg muscles. You can support here. Holding. Keep moving is easy actually, but holding is challenge. Sometimes if you move, you are different parts of your movement you can see and you notice. If you stay still, it's a meditative posture. Notice the weight on your tailbone area. Make sure it is safe. And slowly, hands on the floor, legs on the floor, bottom up high. Counter stretch, tabletop. Little bit rocking the table, unstable table. And other direction. Slowly back. Now, inversion pose. Hold your hands behind your knee and roll back and sit up tall. That is one round. You can do 5 to 10 rounds continuously. Notice the pressure on your spine. You are really massaging your back. And we'll find two shoulders standing on shoulder. Sarvanga Asana. Try to straighten your legs 90 degrees up over your hip or over your head. So make sure the stretch is comfortable. That's how you can hold for a long time easily. Easily. You can playfully splitting, stretching, singing, cycling, swimming. And then plow, move on to plow. Leg towards the toe. If you came out from the posture, catch your breath, then return to the posture again whenever you get energy back. Slowly from there, let's return to back on the floor. Bend your knees, press your feet near your buttock, and sway your feet side to side. Arms up, looking to the left, looking to the right. Very easily let go any tension, any stress. Straighten your knees on the floor, press your elbow, arms near your rib cage, and lift your heart under the heart tunnel, fish pose. In the plow posture, your heart was closed and pressure was on top of it. Now, it's counter posture. Shoulder blades are not on the ground. Chin is away from your throat pit, and your stretch of the collarbone. Your tailbone on the floor, you can lift your leg off the floor if you like to engage the core, but all options. You can lift your hands also if you like, but then modify your way. Let's return safely, come back to the mat. Bend your knees and hug by your arm, lift your head off the ground, and then take care of your neck. Hug your left knee, straight your right leg on the floor. That left knee over across the body, resting on the floor if you like, or just twisting like this. And then left arm out. Left knee across the body to the right side. Left arms out to the left side. Jatara Parivritta Asana. Digestive fire boosting pose. As you inhale, bring it back, and then straight that legs on the floor, other leg bending, and hugging by arms. Now, over the body, across knee, spinal twist, right arm out. Right palms facing up. Try to rest your shoulder blade, neck, and entire spine. Shavasana. Let's return back. And then if you need to do your favorite pose or one pose now, before you move to Shavasana, feel free. Open your legs apart like a yoga mat, and open your arms like a shoulder, the side of the body, shoulder blade at ease. Shake your neck a little bit, and then placing in the center, forehead facing towards the sky. Relax your jaws. Catch your breath a couple of times, voluntarily, full, deep, mindful breath. After a couple of breaths, relax your breath also. Let the breath breathe itself. Now is the time to be, not to do. We did an hour and 15 minutes. Now, be still. Be calm.